I'm supposed to work for big company, because I went to very special school. And perhaps, yes, I could get big job, maybe board member, retired. Then I don't know what I'd be doing if I work for the company. But out of blue, I chose to be photographer. To my understanding, has to be very objective and very accurate and so on. My picture is different. I don't say much. Up to people to interpret how those pictures look like. So I'm a photographer. I don't know why people call me photojournalist. No, I'm a photographer. Well, I went to America in '62, August to be exact. And at that time, Japan is a very different country. Only 3 kinds of people could go abroad. It's the diplomats and businessmen who can earn hard currency, US dollars, and Fulbright scholars, that kind of thing, and no others. And however, I found out if I could get very proper guarantor, I could go, but only I can take out $500, that's all. And I asked Elliot Irwin, and he did it. But I went there with one-way air ticket, not to come back, till I make it. But first 2 years, very difficult, And I worked from 4 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night. It's for me nothing to work hard and expect it. It's going to be tough life. I have no relative, nobody. However, I came to know people like Cornell Kappa, and his wife has no children. So I became right away their son. So, and I came to know people like André Ketesh in '63. Those people gave me a lot of affection, which comforted me a lot. And my parents, wonderful parents, and very well-to-do. So I thought, I can stay with them. But that's, of course, that's the last thing I would like to do. But so I think that gave me a sense of security when I started getting big budget job. And that's 65. Around that time, out of, I don't know, I was living with a lady, American lady, very intelligent, super intelligent. Then somehow, obviously, she worried about my future. And she found someone else, much elder person, some professor, something. Then she became so nasty to me. Then so nasty. And then just I wanted to go home for a while. Then amazingly, my parents said nothing. And I, gave him room, giving me petty cash and so on, say nothing at all. Magnum had one photographer working for Time magazine, and Newsweek badly needed someone else. And being Japanese at that time, I didn't need visa. So, and I was working in Southeast Asia, including Phnom Penh and so on. So bureau chief, brilliant bureau chief of New York Magnum, contacted me at that time, telex, telephone, telex. Said, Hiroji, go, please. I have no money left, no films. So I said, don't worry, go. Newsweek bureau in Saigon has. So I just went there. Then fall of Da Nang took place. Da Nang is a major American base. So when that collapsed, everything very chaotic. And my fees being raised up, and I end up being highest paid photographer. But I didn't like it in a way, because making money by photographing who were suffering. And I grew up at the time of the war. I remember what war means. At the age of 6, I clearly remember. And it's sad, and I stayed, media people stayed only three hotels. And I stayed one hotel like 6 weeks. I came to know staff, few people. They knew they're losing the war. So they are two of them really begged me to take their children out. But I said, I'm not American citizen, I cannot do. And I'm very sorry, because they begged me. So only thing I could do, I changed US dollars cash in the black market, the stack of money. I said, please take these, forgive me. It's made me really sad. I wish I could be some help. I don't know, it's to take their children out, do good things. I have no idea. All those things like a nightmare to me. I never go back anywhere to photograph conflict and war. I wanted to keep distance from America, and desperately looking for a country so opposite from America. Then thinking, and I thought of Burma. I went with a kind of frustrating 1 week, tourist visa. That's the only way you can go. And I fell in love with the people. Also I remember studied what Japanese military did, atrocity in Burma. They are such forgiving people. And I fell in love. I went back 75 times. I had a commitment with the publisher. They let me do any book I wanted. However, with one condition, eventually I have to do a book about Japan. And it's very difficult to do your own country. So I keep postponing. Then I started doing it, spent 4 years. I covered all provinces. And at the starting age of 60, waiting too long, but I did it, and I'm glad. But I felt among more or less 18 books I've done, that is not good. It's least satisfying book. So I'd like to spend more time eventually my own country. Only decent camera at that time is a Leica. And tracks. I have no experience working in a dark room. Expensive, if you have to send out everything. But I'm glad I started with black and white, though I like color too. But I think also, in a way, nowadays, too many colors. And I'm nothing against equipment and digital cameras. Everybody is a photographer. Everybody can take pictures. Too much color. And actually, when you see black and white, It's more colorful than color pictures. I deliberately do go back time to time, black and white, conventional way. It helps me to see things better.